Oh, hello there. Am I live? Can you see me? We're back again with day 4 of Pro Bono week. And what a week it's been. That was sudden, yeah. I know. Sometimes I just pop up on my own channel. It happens. Are you happy to see me again? I'm pretty much the only constant here. What a week it's been so far. What a week we've had. Yesterday we reached our 1,000 euro stretch goal, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful and so happy. I can't even properly express how proud I am of everyone that has helped the organization and that has made this possible. Thank you all so much for your generosity and everyone who's given to this event either financially or by volunteering. I'm so proud and so excited and essentially speechless in my own way because I don't know how to properly express what I'm feeling. So I'll just keep saying thank you until I come up with it. The new goal you can see down there is the goal towards our second stretch goal at 1,500 raised via this stream, which is lofty. But, you know, if we keep it up, then we might actually get there, and you might actually see me play a horror game on stream, because that is the thing. Today, you will be seeing a level 1 one-shot by BurningTavern Games. Peter is the GM of today in D&D, and later on, we have a wonderful, very first live episode of the Dragon's Duel gaming show ever by DM Doesn't Get a Cool Name, also known as Hamilton. And at the end of the day, we'll close off with a game of intrigue and drama known as For the Queen, GM'd by Pen of Smiting. So we've got a very exciting program for today. I am very, very much looking forward to seeing everything. For our break giveaway in this game, we have, I actually have to check, we have an Underground Oracle quarterly bundle, and as always a Purple Ether LLC gaming bundle. So you can win so much TTRPG content in the break. The only thing you'll need to do is type in a word into chat that I will give you before the break, and that's all you need to do to participate. It is open to everyone in the world that is able to get digital access to the prize, so basically everyone. I'm very excited to have you all here today. During the second game today, you can win a Loot Tables Slim Dice Vault, exclusive to their Kickstarter, but, you know, we get to give one away anyway. You might be one of the first people in the world to own one of those, which is pretty cool. And remember, we are doing this all for 3 amazing charities. Every euro we collect will go straight to the WHO COVID-19 Response Fund, Mind UK, who do things for mental health, information, and resources for people, and the Equal Justice Initiative, which fights mass incarceration and bad treatment of minorities and marginalized groups in the United States of America. And we've been able to raise so much money for them already. I'm so excited. Every donor also gets automatically entered into our pool of prizes, which is a lot of prizes, you guys. It's gaming systems, it's t-shirts, it's candles, it's bookmarks, it's a lot. You can win a lot just by entering. You can win, because our first stretch goal has been gained, you can win a one-shot or a mini-series shot with Harlan, a player and GM you've seen this week already, and we'll see again, I think tomorrow or today. Oh no, you'll see him in our next game, actually, Dragon's Duel, and you can win at your leisure a one-shot or a multi-shot with him, DM'd by him, because that is one of our donor prizes that we're going to be giving away. So be sure to use our chat commands. The mods will also be doing it to donate, and I'm just, you know, gonna switch us over to our wonderful players for today. Let me undeafen myself so they can hear me. Hello. I'm gonna switch your faces over, and then I'm gonna unmute you. so everyone can see and hear you now. Say hello.
Cool. Hello.
Hey.
Heck yeah. So, welcome
Hello.
everyone for this Tower of Ethune one-shot. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yep.
Great. So, we'll go through a round of introductions. As always, Peter, would you like to kick us off?
Sure. So my name's Peter. I am the game master at Burning Tavern Games. I do a bunch of D&D in life, so I run a lot of games with kids at a nonprofit called Brightopia Lab, and then I also do groups of games with adults as well. And when I'm not doing that, I play D&D for fun, and sometimes I do D&D for charity. So
Hey.
that's my life. And I also do boring stuff, but no one cares about that on this stream, I think. So, but yeah, so that's me. I use he/him pronouns, and I hope we have a good time today.
Amazing. Sage.
Hey, I'm Sage. I've played TRPGs for a long time, but D&D is not one I'm super familiar with. So if I mess up, call me out on it. I go by she, her, and I stream sometimes.
Yeah, very happy to have you here. That your stream name is Steam Sage 1, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
There, I can pop you into the chat so people can go follow you there.
Oh,
Iron Bear.
Hi. My name is Iron Bear Jones. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a writer, martial artist, forever DM. Mostly D&D 3.5 and 5th edition. And everything else about me is pretty much boring. I am not an adult, despite what my birth certificate said.
Well, you sound cool regardless, so, you know, it probably doesn't matter. Fruits.
I'm Fruits. I run Home Bakery on Twitter. I do a lot of 5e homebrew stuff. And I use all the pronouns at the moment.
All the pronouns. Very nice. We actually have some of Fruits' work in our bundle that we are selling, which is over 150 euros worth of TTRPG content condensed into just 10 euros. I mean, you can get all my original music, you can get the wonderful Hearth subclass that Fruits will be playing in this game, actually, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Over the Hearth Cleric.
Yeah, so you can see her do it before you actually decide to buy it, but you should definitely decide to buy it, just regardless. Blue.
Got it for that charity.
Yeah, everything for the charities.
Hey, I'm Blue. You've seen me before, you'll see me again.
Mm-hmm.
I do all sorts of different TTRPGs. I've got a couple of campaigns on the go, and I love doing all sorts of one-shots and stuff to help people out, especially for charity. I also do cosplay, but you can check all of that out on my Twitter at SanguisBlue.
Yeah, her cosplay is really cool. Like, everyone in this chat currently is super cool, and you should definitely stick around to watch their game. So, without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to you, Peter, and I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
Have
Well, welcome everybody to the land of Gaian. This is the campaign setting that we're going to be playing in today. Gaian is a magical mix of swords and sorcery where elegant elves enchant beautiful blades in tall towers and gibbering goblins craft crazy contraptions in their dark dens. From the southern jungles of Ikpatepik to the blighted mountains of Old Warda, Gaian brims with adventures for those bold enough to take them. A war older than the mortal races of Gaian rages between the archdeities across the plains of sun, moon, stars, and void, but that is a story for another time. This story is about these adventures that I have with me today. Do you want to introduce your characters to everybody here? And we'll start with Blue. Can you introduce your character?
Okay, I'm going to be playing Eddie. She is a water genasi. She is kind of greenish turquoise skin. She's got dark green hair, long tresses. She's wearing the kind of stereotypical Renaissance heartthrob outfit. So she's got a white flowing shirt, high-waisted tight black trousers, and high leather boots up to the thigh as well. And she's got a short sword slung on one hip.
All right. And Sage, can you introduce your character?
Yeah, my character's called Nepita, but she also goes by Glitterbug. She's a rock gnome forge cleric, so she's small but tanky, and yeah, she walks around with a big old shield and scale mail. She's got tan skin and red hair. Will match today. Yeah, and she's just living life, loving life, stopping you all from getting hurt.
Okay, nice. And Fruits, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm playing Dova, a Hearthstone cleric. They are incredibly tall, pretty tough looking. I've sort of gone with the critical role, cow-like furbolg. So they've got little cow horns. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And Iron Bear, can you introduce your character too?
I am playing Tobinford J. Stigglesby, stout halfling fighter. He's got a farmer's tan, short black hair, carries around a shield and a rusty longsword. Yeah, that's pretty much it there.
Okay, cool. So, the four of you have traveled many miles south of Alec Ajan in Asgelion on a quest to obtain the Crystal of Ethune. A professor by the name of Gramerthy Mizra has promised you a reward of 20 Ibran stallions apiece should you return with it. The way has been treacherous thus far, and you've survived one of Asgelion's famous twisters and fought off an attack by bandits on the road, and now you have finally arrived at Ethune's Tower, an alabaster spire reaching at least 100 feet skyward. There used to be a large town located here by your reckoning. Rows of dilapidated houses and other buildings line the main road that leads to the tower. Something terrible must have happened here long ago. The tower itself, however, looks to be in good repair. You can see from the outside that a faint red light emits from the windows girding its edge. The torches outside the front entrance are lit, illuminating a large pair of double doors etched with the image of a rearing horse. So, before we get into it here, do you want to tell me exactly what are your characters talking about as they're walking through this town? What's the conversation like?
I imagine I'm giving Stiggs a bit of an earful about his rusty longsword. I'm just being like, you really need to tidy that up. I mean, for a start, it's not very hygienic, but I mean, it's not going to last very long if you keep it in that state.
It came like this. I'm not sure what to tell you, and I'd rather give it back in the same condition that I got it in. Seems only polite.
Wait,
No.
you've borrowed the sword?
No, not exact. It was given to me, and then the owner kind of disappeared. Very long story.
Yeah, that's
When
not
you say
suspicious at all.
disappeared,
Yeah, I don't.
He was a friend of my father's, and he came to town for about a year or so, and he just left one day. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye or anything.
And he disappeared and left his sword.
So as you're having this conversation, this tower comes into view. You're currently on a fairly wide cobblestone path that's leading up to the tower, and there's a courtyard area next to the tower where there's a beautiful blue spruce tree growing in a circular planter. And there's the main tower is circular around, but there's an offshoot entrance area that's much smaller and square shaped off one side of the tower. And what would you all like to do? This is the place that you were told to come to find the Crystal of Ethune.
Are we buying it or are we taking it?
You've been instructed to find the wizard Ethune and ask her for the crystal. The implication is that she borrowed it from Professor Mizra and he needs it back.
Okay, cool.
Just like you're borrowing this sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same. Should we knock on the door then? Looks
Sure.
like someone's in.
I mean, we should probably let them know we're here. Yeah.
Okay. So you stride up to the door and you walk inside. I guess, do you wait for an answer at the door, or do you want to open the door?
How polite are we being?
I think we should wait.
Yeah. Styx is gonna wait.
All right. So, you wait for sort of an awkward amount of time, just enough time where you think maybe we should knock again, and you're about to, and then somebody comes up to the door and opens it. This is an Ibran woman. She looks to be maybe in her mid-20s. She's wearing a white robe with yellow tassels on it, indicating to those of you who are more familiar with the arcane that she is an apprentice. And she looks out and sees you in the on the cobblestone pathway out there at the door, and she says, "Why are you here?"
Good
Hello
morning.
to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real
Oh,
polite.
sorry. Hello.
Hi.
We're looking for Professor Misra.
Well, so you're looking for Ethune. Mizra sent you.
Oh, sorry.
Here.
Yes. We're looking for Ethune. Yeah.
So,
Names.
when you say the wizard's name, can you give me an insight roll?
Sure.
Ooh.
Wow.
First roll.
Starting spicy. I get a 17.
Nice. Okay. So this isn't a super challenging thing. She rolls her eyes when you say the word Ethune. You're pretty sure she's not like that into Ethune as a person. And she says, "Well, guess I'm the wrong person to ask about that, because apparently I don't ever get to see her."
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
Do you want to talk
is
about it?
Well, okay, so you think like you're gonna be a wizard, you apprentice yourself to some like prestigious person, and then you get to hang out with them and like do cool magic, but instead you just do your homework at a desk and talk to randos who come to the door. That's
But
Wow.
who
I mean,
sets
that
your
doesn't
homework?
sound too bad.
wait, sorry, I heard a couple questions. One was about the homework. What was the other one?
Oh, I said that that doesn't sound too bad.
She looks at you and she says, "I am destined for great things, and homework sucks. So I'm."
Well, destined for great
Toberford-
things.
And
my name-
Toberford yells from the back, "Me too!"
Well, destined for great things. I'm Eddie, and now we're not strangers.
All right. Well, you might as well come in. She opens the door further and reveals an entryway here. The walls and floor are made out of white marble, just like the outside of the tower. There's a desk in one corner on an ornate rug, and next to the desk, lying on a filthy pile of rags, is a large pig about the size of a German shepherd. And there's bookshelves on either side of the hallway here with illuminated texts on various topics. And it seems like just a lobby of sorts at the bottom of the tower, and destined for great things. Walks in and goes and pats the pig on the head and sits back down behind the desk, and says, "If you want to see Ethune, you'll need to, I guess. Well, I don't even know how to get to her. She's locked herself in the tower." and she hasn't talked to me for days.
That seems unhealthy.
Did something happen? Did you argue or?
She tells me literally nothing, and I am thinking about
she-
just going back to Alikajan at this point because I'm so bored.
Does she have food?
Yeah, I think so. They haven't really let me up to the higher floors. They gave me a key, but it only opens up the floor to the statuary room, and like, you know, it's cool, but once you've seen it, it's like you've seen it.
So how are we gonna get up there if you don't have a key?
That's not my problem.
Okay. What's the pig's name?
This is Argenta, she says, taking on a much softer tone, and she pats Argenta on the head again. She says, Argenta's a good little piggy.
Can I pet Argenta?
She doesn't like people, but you can try.
Well, I'm
Are
not
you
just
not people?
any people.
If you'd like to pet the pig, you can attempt an animal handling roll.
Yeah.
Yes. Immediately get distracted by animals. I roll a 21.
Oh, wow, okay. So,
You skip good rolls for really unnecessary things.
so
That's how you play D&D.
this apprentice here, her eyes go wide as you approach the pig. Do you want to describe how this interaction with the pig goes?
I imagine it kind of like when you greet a dog you haven't met before, where you let them sniff you first, you know, and then like hopefully they come towards you, and then I just give it like the biggest bear hug, because I'm probably not that much bigger than the pig itself. I'm almost half on it, like yes.
So yeah, you give the pig an enormous gnome hug, and then it gives you some pretty sloppy pig kisses on the face. And the apprentice looks at you and says, "Man, Argenta usually doesn't take to people. I guess you must be good people. Look, what I'll do is I'll say."
Oh no.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
We can't hear you.
Peter.
Oh, sorry, that was my mistake. What was the last thing I said?
You
We
must
didn't
be
hear any
good
of that.
people, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, did you hear the part about the pig kissing you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the pig kisses you, and the apprentice. Oh right, she says you must be good people, and then she walks over to a door on the other side of the room that leads to the main tower area. And she unlocks and opens it, and she says, "There's some sort of like security system that's like overwrought. In my opinion, I think you could make a much more elegant one without like all the song and dance. But Ethune sort of like all that." Thinks she's great, whatever. If you can disarm that, you can probably get upstairs. After that, I don't really know what's up there.
Thank you. Who's the best at looking at things?
Well, so if you go up to that door she just opened and look inside, you immediately feel a wave of heat sweep across your face when the door opens, and in the center of the room there's an enclosed spiral staircase that leads upward, but around it there's a magical flame roaring, limiting access to the stairs. At regular intervals around the outside edge of the flames, you see 4 statues, each facing a different direction. And in front of each statue, you see a small raised platform, just large enough for a person to stand on, perhaps to get a better view. The first statue is of a muscular dwarf carrying an anvil on her shoulders. The second statue depicts a wood elf kneeling down to pet the head of an ocelot. The third statue is of a human reading from a book opened in his hand. And the fourth statue is of a cloaked figure holding a dagger near their waist. And so the apprentice says, if you, I haven't really tried getting through there because I don't want to burn alive, but you could try it.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
This doesn't
Yeah.
seem very health and safety.
No. I think it's a wizard thing.
Yeah. Damn, if only I
should
was
have someone
stronger.
take a look at this.
but- Yeah.
Toberfirst is staring at the room, and he thinks out loud, why doesn't she just get a lock?
I will turn to the apprentice and just be like, hey, Destined, just think about it this way. If you're left to your own devices and you're getting bored and you want to change things up in here, like the security system, you're pretty much free to do so.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Oh, no.
We're gonna get this person fired.
Persuasion, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. That's a 21.
She nods as you say that. And she's like, I really should have thought of that because, like, I don't know. They're not even. They barely talk to me. They're not going to notice if I tweak a few things, make it a bit. I mean, because like,
Exactly.
first off, that fire is red. It's just like boring fire. We can do more than that. And so she goes excitedly to the books at her desk and starts. Well, actually, not the ones at her desk. The ones in the bookshelves, and like opens up the glass casing and starts pouring through tomes to see if she can spruce up the security system.
Amazing.
But like, spruce it down first for us, and then you like.
Oh well, I don't know. This could take me a while.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Well, is the fire like? Are the statues outside of the fires?
Yeah,
reach,
they're
or-
they're. If you stood right next to a statue, you would definitely feel the heat, pretty strongly, but you'd be outside of the ring of fire.
Okay, so we can
They're
go
sort
look
of-
at them closer
Mm-hmm.
without
And-
burning.
Yeah, and there are those like little what did I call them? Raised platforms in front of each statue to get a view if you wanted to.
Can I get on the raised platform that of the dwarf and like mimic them?
Sure.
Cosplay.
So as you stand on that pedestal, can you roll an athletics roll for me?
Okay.
Oh no.
Am I good at athletics? I am average. Oh, that's an 18.
Nice. Okay. So as you step onto that pedestal, and it's actually a good thing that you started mimicking what the statue was doing, because you suddenly feel an extremely oppressive weight on your shoulders. And for the rest of you watching, you see, shoot, I'm blanking on your character's name.
Dover.
Dover. So you see Dover start to struggle as if they're holding an extremely heavy weight, but you don't see anything that's pushing them down. And eventually, however, you overcome the weight, Dover, and you are able to stand up straight. And the statue, which was facing you initially, grinds around in a perfect circle to face the stairwell.
I figured out a thing.
You did it! You did it!
I solved the statue puzzle. I think you guys have to solve the others.
Oh,
Well, which one do you want? There's the shadowy figure, the druid, and what was the last one?
So there's the person with the ocelot, and there's
Yes.
the person with the book, and there's person the shadowy figure.
Well,
you were
Well,
good
this
at,
is
you were good
this
at the
is
animal
not-
thing.
this is not going to help my reputation, and then Tobenford heads toward the shadowy figure.
Okay.
Who can read books?
Well,
eh,
it's not a passion of mine, if that's what you're asking. But sure, yeah, I'll go be the book one.
Okay.
Since since Stiggs has decided to take the cool one.
So, how do you want to do this? Do you want us each step on simultaneously, time it out, or do you want to do it like one by one?
One by one.
Mhm.
Yeah, just in case things go horribly wrong.
Yeah. Tober's gonna go first then.
All right. So, Stiggs, you step up in front of the shadowy figure, and as you do so, the room around you seems to fade to black, and you whip around and look somewhere else. Give me a stealth roll.
Okay. My stuff isn't completely horrible.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. I'm so glad we're all going into this at about average.
Yeah.
Oh, we're level 1. It's not like I'm gonna...
Okay, so you know what? I'll just do a physical roll, just cause.
Yeah, I think that's probably simplest.
Roll them dice.
Okay. That's a 6.
All right, that includes bonuses?
That includes my +2, yes.
Okay. So as you whip around, you feel the darkness closing in around you. And let me roll something here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, you take 4 damage as you feel a stabbing pain in your back, and you fall off of the pedestal.
Oh no.
Okay.
You alright?
Sorry about that.
Made a mistake.
There's a drilling sound happening on the other side of my wall, so I apologize to the people playing with me and also to everyone on Twitch. But hopefully it's not too disruptive. I think my mic will probably get rid of some of that.
I haven't heard it, so
Yeah,
that's
I
a good.
can't really hear it. It's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, it's okay. We can't hear it. Don't worry.
Okay, good. So Stiggs has just fallen off of the pedestal after being stabbed by a what is ultimately nothing.
Oh
so,
no.
What would you like to do next?
Thanks.
Are you okay,
Ah.
buddy?
He kind of looks at where the stab wound was. Is it like actually bleeding, or did he like? Was it just some sort of illusion that he kind of? Was it a psychosomatic thing, or like is there actual evidence of him being stabbed?
Give me a medicine roll with advantage.
We're just gonna assume you made it up.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
great if no one believes him.
He's actually bleeding. We're like, no, you're fine.
What are you on about?
I think that's one of the medicine. Oh God. And that is a 19 plus 1, so 20.
Nice.
All right, nice. So, so you can tell that this is in your head on some important level. There's no indication that you've been physically harmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I tripped. We're fine. It's fine.
Do you want to try again, or do you want to try this one?
Has the statue hasn't turned, right? So
The statue remains motionless.
I have a feeling that it might not go any better. I'm
Then
gonna climb back up on the pedestal.
Right. You take another bite at that apple. Give me another stealth roll as the room goes black again.
Amazing. I mean,
Stig is too stubborn for his own good.
This is how
don't
we
try
lose
and
our
learn.
character at
Yeah.
at the start.
Remember, you've got rerolls.
That's true.
got-
We have rerolls and we have help actions.
I got 18.
18, you said?
6 equals 2.
All right, nice. So
Well
this
done.
time, perhaps you know what's coming. You've girded your mind against it, and you stand still until just the last second, and you move aside, dodge the invisible attack, and the statue, in approval, grinds around to face the stairs as well.
Do you
Go.
want to go or?
Yes. Yeah, I'll go. That's fine.
Okay, and you're in front of the statue with the guy holding the book.
Yeah.
All right. So as you step on it, you perceive this, and no one else does, but you feel the presence of some hoity-toity wizard in your mind, and he asks you an obscure question about Gaian history. He says, "Who was the elvish king who lost the chalice of the Enrali family?" Give me a history roll.
Oh no!
You're getting pop quizzed.
Yeah, I am. History, hold on. Oh, that's a 9.
All right, so you don't actually know the answer to this question.
And I'll say as much. I'll just be like, what? No.
Well, then you're no help at all. And you feel a deep amount of shame that is going to cause you
Oh no.
1 psychic damage.
No.
No!
My brain. My pride. Cool. Then I'll step back with my hand up to my head, like, ah. God, wizards are the worst. They like.
Are you okay?
No, it's just asking me stupid questions about elves. I don't.
Maybe we
think-
should get the apprentice.
Yeah, or I know a little bit about history as well. Maybe I can try it.
By all means, go talk to the Dusty Wizard, please.
All right. So do you want to take a shot at standing on the pedestal then?
Yeah, I'll go for the wizard one.
Okay. So as you stand on the pedestal, you have a very similar experience. This wizard's presence appears in your mind, and the question is different this time, though. The question is it's about the seven sultanates of Ibra and how the seventh sultanate came to be in the first place.
Okay. Well, I have a question. Would that, I'm assuming, still history check, or is it something
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, still history.
Does that relate to magic items, alchemical object, or technological devices? I don't know what the.
I don't think
this
it
thing
does.
is. Okay, that's fine. I just get a bonus for those, but that's okay.
Yeah, nice.
I will just roll history.
I will note
Oh
we've
no!
Oh no.
Oh no! That is bad. Well, it's not a 1, but it's bad. I might use a reroll, to be honest, because it was a 2.
We've gotten a new reroll, I think, since we started streaming. So thank you for.
Oh, thank you so much.
But yeah, so you've got a reroll to use if you want it.
Yeah. Okay. I will use a reroll. Thank you.
Don't get shamed to death by the wizard.
Yeah. Protect your pride.
We can't all be dum-dums.
Hey.
No, I'm saying as a. I should not have rerolled.
Is it a 1?
So what?
No.
How the tables have turned.
Instant karma for calling you dumb dumb.
All right. Well, so let's see how ashamed you feel.
Oh no.
All right, you take 3 psychic damage.
3.
Oh god. Does that change in any way of how I write down my damage? Like,
No, just
Okay.
unless you had a resistance to psychic damage or something, and I don't believe you do.
cool, that's fine.
Um,
I don't have that much health to begin with, but
Squishy. So
Alright.
squishy.
Okay.
so
Dover, I think you are right. You should ask the apprentice to do this. Ow.
if you'd like to, you can head back to that other room. Though the 2 of you who are on pedestals right now, successfully, may not want to move.
No, I want to stay here. I'm even taller.
Excellent.
Yeah, Stiggs is staying put.
You guys are good here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go get. Yeah, okay. Just don't be on fire when I come back.
Okay, so
I make
Eddie
no promises.
and Bug, the 2 of you head back into the other room to talk to the apprentice.
I do. Glitterbug, are you coming?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I mean, should be fine, right?
So you enter the room, and she says, as you come in, she's like, "Oh, no luck, huh? I'm not having much luck here either. I think this is actually way more complicated than I thought."
Hey, so maybe we can help each other out.
I'm listening.
So we've excited your boring book-filled life by existing and coming here and talking to you and giving you good ideas. Maybe you can use some of that book smarts that you've got to help us get through this first step.
Oh, Give me a persuasion roll.
This has gone well for me once.
We just need someone who's somewhat smart.
That's a 13.
All right. She shrugs and says, "Well, it's more interesting than what I'm doing."
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
So-
what I was counting on.
So, how can my book smarts help?
So there's these pedestal things, right? One of them has a book, looks kind of wizardy, keeps asking us questions about stuff we don't know anything about.
Like what kinds of questions? Like about magic?
Like history questions.
Yeah, I'm assuming history.
Well, hey, I like history. I'll give it a shot.
Great.
Yeah.
So
Something
she
bad.
she follows you back into the main tower room, the statuary room, and when she enters, she sees that the 2 of you, Stiggs and Dover, who are standing on the pedestal. She sees that the statues have turned around, and she's like, "Oh wow, okay. I didn't know they did that." So she heads over and she says, "So should I like stand on this one over here?" And she indicates the one in front of the wizard.
Yes.
All right, so she's going to do that, and I'm going to make a roll for her. I need to check what her history bonus is. Okay.
Also, as a side question, how much weight can a pig carry?
You know what? Strangely, I haven't had to deal with this in a D&D game before.
You mean you don't know off the top of your head?
Yeah, I was a farm boy when I was a kid, but we didn't have pigs.
You put a pig in the game and you didn't think a small person would want to ride it into battle? Come on.
So I will say pigs are actually really strong, because when I was a kid, I used to help out a neighboring farmer, and they had pigs, and if you wanted that pig to move somewhere it didn't want to go, you just couldn't, because they're really obstinate. But I don't know if that means they can carry a bunch of weight. How much is your character carrying in weight? Have you calculated that?
No, but I am wearing
armor.
scale mail, so
Yeah.
it might be a bit heavy. I am
You're-
only like 40 pounds to begin with, like I'm a
Oh,
small
okay.
creature.
Yeah. So you're starting out fairly light, but the addition of armor and mace and hammer probably you're looking at this pig, and it seems like you've already got this good connection with Argenta, and you don't want to ruin it by crushing her spine.
That sucks. Well, maybe afterwards I can take my stuff off.
You
And
could crush his spine.
Yeah.
Totally useless, but on a pig.
So
Life goals.
so the apprentice goes up, and let me roll. Let's see if she can. Oops, that's a loud roll. Fell on the floor. All right, she got a 17.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so
Awesome.
she steps onto the pedestal, and you see her think about something for a moment, and then she says, "The Wizard Bellin," and the statue turns around.
Yeah. Okay, stay there, stay there. Who's doing the animal one?
You should probably.
Yeah.
You've already
Okay.
made friends with the pig.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll try.
Okay. So you step onto that one, and as you're stepping onto it, you're looking into the eyes of the elf depicted in the statue, and you don't realize until a little bit too late that the ocelot seems to be lunging toward you.
Ah.
Roll a animal handling roll.
Okay.
Tackled by
Come
an ocelot.
on.
Yeah, just kill it.
Nice. I think that's a not natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. So you turn that leap into a hug. And for those of you who are looking at this from the outside, she just seems to be, or they just seem to be hugging nothing. And that is yeah. So, but the statue of the elf turns around as well, and as it does, you see the fire slowly fade until it's like, that level when you're trying to, cook rice, just like the small little flames. So safe to step across, but not barefoot.
Okay, well, you guys stay there, and I'll go ahead, shall I?
Okay, bye.
No,
Alright.
I was joking.
Well, Eddie, do go through the flame first, and then we'll see if once we step off it's still safe, but at least one of us gets through.
Smart. Where were those book smarts earlier?
I don't know. I was sleeping that day in class.
Cool. Then I will hop over the flames.
Okay. So you can make it to that stairwell pretty easily without a vent, and there's no door or anything into the stairwell, and you can see up the spiral a certain amount, a little bit, though after a certain point, it's just darkness up there.
And then
Okay. Should we try and step off and hope that the fire doesn't resume?
yeah, I'm gonna
If you
climb
want to,
down.
if you want to, you can make an Arcana roll to try to determine what effect stepping down might have.
Yeah, I don't know who's the best at it, but I can give it a try.
It's definitely not me.
Well,
I
I
don't
got
think
a
it's any of us.
5, so Hey,
This
hey,
is a really
Destin.
dangerous thing. You're not sure one way or the other.
Just utilizing this NPC.
What's your? Do you reckon it'll start up again if we step off?
I'll roll for her as well. She got a 4.
NPC. Oh no.
We're just gonna carry her through the dungeon.
yeah, you're coming with us now. You're
She
smart.
shrugs and she says, wizard people are pretty, what is it called? They don't really care about other people that much, so I could see them making this whole thing as a joke, and then we step off and we get burnt alive.
Well, only one way to find out, and Tobinford, who the only school of magic he knows is the school of trial and error, so he hops off.
All right, you hop off, and the statues remain in the position that they were in,
Oh, nice.
facing the stairwell.
See,
do
everything worked out.
you want to head towards the stairs at this point?
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. So without belaboring the point, you can all make it to the stairs as long as you don't just linger here for an hour or so. And you can start heading up into the second floor. So you emerge from the spiral staircase into an unlit room. Around the room, facing the spiral stairs in the middle, are 4 desks, each strewn with various papers and books. There are also sets of bookshelves throughout the room, each brimming with well-organized tomes. There's another set of spiral stairs in the southwest corner of the room leading upwards. And actually, as you all enter here, can you tell me what your passive perceptions are? For no particular reason.
13.
Okay.
9.
Oh, wow, okay.
I've got 12.
And mine's 15.
15. Okay. So, in that case, Eddie, as you enter the room, you immediately notice that there, in that other set of stairs, there's something even. Well, so you don't have dark vision, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think water genasi get dark vision.
No, they don't.
So you can see in the stairwell that there are some shadowy lumps at the bottom of the stairwell in a sort of weird pile.
Well, we're in another dusty wizard area. Great. At the bottom of the staircase, can anyone make out what those are?
I've got dark vision.
Okay. So you look over there once Eddie has pointed them out. You immediately notice that they're there. They look like giant bugs that are in just a disgusting pile of corpses. Just a bunch of bug corpses on the ground.
Ew.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Just a bunch of dead bugs. Like, a lot of them. Wait, are they like big bugs, or is it just lots of small ones?
They are extra large, and if you want to know what kind they are, you could roll a nature roll.
Sure. Let's be more disgusted. No, I am not rolling well. I got a 5.
Okay, so you're not well versed in your bugs. So yeah,
I'm not fluffy. I
and
don't.
it's also a bit hard to tell since you're not seeing in color with your dark vision. So you're not quite sure what types of bugs they are. Maybe if you took one out of the pile and examined it, you would be able to know better.
Okay. Well, I know they look dead, so hopefully there's not more of them. But
Bugs in a library. That's weird, right?
I don't know. I haven't been into a library.
Bugs kind of live everywhere, I think. And he kind of tries to get a peek from behind.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get a peek from behind Glitterbug there.
Okay, so does your character have dark vision?
Ooh, yeah, halflings don't have dark vision.
Yeah, so you can make out sort of the rough shape of the lumps, but you can't really get a good idea of what's there unless someone uses a light or something.
Well, is there anything in the room that we could use as a light, or did anyone bring a torch?
There are actually torches on sconces on the walls, and there's also some candles, unlit candles on the desks.
I was gonna say throw a book down there, but that works too.
Oh, I also have some candles on me.
Okay.
Did our NPC friend come with us, or did she go back down?
She is still with you. She's hanging out.
Okay.
She's interested in what's happening here enough that she's not going to just like go back downstairs and keep doing homework.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen these books before, or these notes? Is this stuff that you've encountered before?
She looks around. She shakes her head. She says, "No, I've never been to this floor before. This is where they do most of their work."
Oh, cool. Wait, How many people are there?
Oh, so I'm just an apprentice, but there are a couple journeymen wizards who work for Ethune, and so these are their desks, I think. And she points over to the one on the south, and it there she says that one's probably Ethune's because that one looks nicer, and she always needs everything to be special for her.
Cool. Well, okay. I don't know if these notes will give us an idea of what's coming next, or we can just go for it and just take some torches and go up the stairs.
If you'd like to, you can take some time to examine the notes.
I'm gonna grab a torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna light one of my candles.
All right, so you light a candle and you grab a torch from the wall. I assume, do you light the torch that you grab, or you just have it for fun?
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, torches are fun. All right.
I just wanted a stick.
So yeah, now that you can see around the room a bit better, it looks you can see the pile of bugs more clearly, and they look like giant centipedes that are all dead at the bottom of those stairs.
Gross.
Well, Argenta might like these. You could take them back for her.
I mean, if you really want to, but they're kind of gross.
Yeah. Is there any like map looking thing in the notes? I don't think I'm gonna bother like reading everything, but if there is any drawings.
All right, give me an investigation roll.
Cool. Oh, and that 20.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So as you're looking through the contents of this desk here, looking for drawings and things, you don't find a map, but you do find some drawings of magical circles. And you would be familiar enough with this concept to know that magical circles are usually used for summoning. But if you want to know a bit more about the significance of this particular circle, you can roll an Arcana roll for me.
I'll show everyone in case anyone else wants to also look at them.
Okay.
But I got a 18.
18. Okay. Nice.
They're better than that.
So, based on that, you would know that. Well, so there are multiple types of magical circles. There's ones that are for transporting people or objects across spaces, and then there are ones for summoning things either against their will or with their consent from other planes. This looks more like that second category, but it also there's also parts of it that you can't quite identify. It doesn't have the markings that you would expect of a sort of a demonic summoning circle, nor does it have any of the markings that you would expect of an elemental summoning circle or something like that.
Is this how she gets food? Just like Deliveroo, but rituals.
That's
That
right.
seems feasible.
So, at this point, everybody should roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Took too long. Oh, that's probably my best roll so far.
Oh, I rolled an 8. -1.
Oh
7.
no.
Oh no. I think I hacked my dice because I got another nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Ooh.
I got an 11 plus 2, so that's 13.
13. Okay, so Stig's got a 13. Dover got a 7. Is that right?
Yes, a 7.
And then Eddie, what did you get?
20.
20. Okay, and then what was? Well, you got a nat 20 on your roll, so you go first. But first, I need to roll some. Well, we'll call them vague bad guys for now.
I love fake bad guys. My favorite
No.
band.
No, we don't like vague bad guys. Don't make friends with the vague bad guys.
What
That's
if
it.
all they need is love?
We're big.
That's a good theme, actually. I think Glitterbug's theme so far is just hug it out.
Yeah.
Maybe they know about books. We could use them.
Yeah, I'll just charm them some more book people, and they'll come with us.
Yeah.
So, Glitterbug, you're examining this. Microwave in the background. That's okay. But so you're examining this magical circle thing, and you set it down for a moment, and then you notice there's another one of those bugs on the ground, and this one is twitching.
I think the bugs are moving, guys, and I'll try and get my shield out in front of everyone, kind of
Okay.
like, and then maybe move forward a little bit, like peeking out from behind the shield.
So do you want to take the dodge action for this round? That gives attacks against you disadvantage for the round.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. Or, if anyone wants to hide behind me, they can also do that, I guess.
Okay.
I
Cool.
don't think that's physically possible for me.
Yeah, you are very small.
But the bugs are small too, so it's fine. They just won't have to fly, right? Right? No flying?
Okay.
All right. So, Eddie, you notice that Glitterbug has pulled up their shield here, pulled up her shield here, and is looking like she's ready for a fight. What do you want to do?
How close am I to the bug?
You're just so I guess let's see. You'd be at most 30 feet from the bug.
Okay. And it's just twitched. It hasn't actually done anything.
It's like scuttling towards you at this point, or not
Ugh.
towards you specifically, but towards the group.
Okay. Then she'll run forward and she'll run forward and kick it because she's like, ah.
All right, go ahead and I guess make an unarmed attack for me.
Cool.
But the shield.
That's a 24.
Oh, nice. Was that a crit or is it not?
No.
All right. And you are a monk, right? So you're proficient with your unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage.
That's 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So these giant centipedes that you're fighting here are not very tough. You just immediately squish this one. It's still twitching, but it's not going to hurt anybody anymore.
Gross.
So that is your movement and your action for the turn. Is there anything else you want to do before passing turn?
Are there any more?
Maybe if you have a bonus action. I think, do you not have Flurry of Blows yet? I forget.
I don't have Flurry of Blows, but I do have bonus action attack.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to do that, you could do that, but you don't see any other bugs around to target necessarily.
That's fine then. I won't do anything. I'll just run forward and kick it like, "Ugh!" And then when it squishes, even more. Bleh!
All right. So as you finish off that one bug, a couple more bugs crawl out from under desks nearby and start attacking you. The first one here is going to go for Dover. Let's see, Dover, your armor class is 15, not bad. Let's see. All right, so this giant centipede takes a leap at Dover and tries to latch onto you with its mandibles, but you manage to keep it at bay just enough that it doesn't hurt you here. And then the other one is going to go after Stiggs. And Stiggs, your armor class is 18, which is pretty good. However, it still hits you. So you take 3 damage initially, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw as some horrible centipede venom starts coursing through your veins.
Oh God, they're poisonous too. All right. Trying to figure out where this is on my Roll20 sheet, so I'm rolling the right thing. The Constitution save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, I can take a look at that if that helps. Where did I put?
Oh no. I think I'm gonna want to re-roll this because I got a 3, not including my bonus.
All right, yeah, you can use one of the re-rolls. I'll make note of that here.
That's 12 plus 4, so that's 16.
16. All right, so that's a success. So you're going to be taking half of this poison damage I'm about to roll. And you can maybe hear me fishing through my bag, which is always a good sign, my dice bag. All right, so you take an additional 3 damage from the poison. So it's a total of 6 damage.
Ooh.
Good God. So, yeah, I have 2 hit points. Okay.
All right.
Oh boy.
So there are now a couple new centipedes that are very obvious here in the room attacking your friends. And Stiggs, it's up to you. You're wounded. What would you like to do?
If I try to move anywhere else, the centipede is going to get a shot at me. So I think Stiggs knows enough to deal with the immediate problem first. So he is going to take a swing at the centipede that just bit him.
All right, cool.
And I hear that. And it's a 16 plus 4, so 20, not natural.
Okay. So these things are quick and slippery, but you managed to score a hit on it. So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, where's my D8? Ah, there it is. All right. That is 9 damage.
9 damage, you said?
It's 7 plus 2.
Okay. So you stab into this giant centipede, and you slice it a good one, and it probably won't have an opportunity to be sliced ever again, unless you're particularly sadistic. So that's I think that's your action for the turn. If you want to move now, you're a bit more free to move since there's no enemies threatening you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move next to and one took a bite at Dover already.
Mm-hmm.
And there are how many more in the room with us?
You don't know. Some number.
Oh. Well, how many can Stig see?
If you want to, instead of moving on your turn, you can do a perception roll to try to identify your the enemy combatants.
Sure, why not? I mean, I have a -1, but hey, it's fine. And that, it almost rolled off the desk. 18, so that's a 12.
12. All right. So you can hear one more nearby, but you don't know where it is.
Oh, that's not ideal.
But you're pretty confident, aside from the one that attacked Dover, that there's only one more in the room.
So Stiggs is gonna call that out. I think there's one more.
All right. So we'll move on to Dover now. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to Sacred Flame the one that tried to attack me.
Nice.
All right. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yeah.
These things
Hopefully
are a bit
Dex
quick.
versus me.
What is the DC?
It is 13.
All right. You score a hit on this thing. What does your Sacred Flame look like?
It's sort of like more like white fiery lights than straight up just flame.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your white fiery light strikes this creature. You can roll damage.
It's 6.
6. All right, you scorch this thing to the beyond. And now there's just like a little, I don't know, maybe it's edible. It's a little crisp. There's only one way to find out.
Eat.
Sticks, if you can hold out until the last bug's done, I can heal you up.
So the last bug, speaking of which, is going to launch itself at Eddie here. Eddie,
Bring it.
I believe your armor class is higher than 7, so you're good.
Yeah. Let's go.
You, perhaps because you heard the warning from Stiggs earlier, you're on the lookout for another enemy, and it launches itself at you. You dodge out of the way, and it lands on the other side of you. And it's, I don't know what kind of noise this enemy makes. And it is now Glitterbug's turn.
Bug v bug.
Oh, just to let people know, there's been a wild magic.
Oh, nice.
Donation. Yeah.
All right,
dear.
so it is the top of the initiative order, so why don't we do that wild magic roll?
I just thought I'd bring it up because I thought it was the top.
Fruits, why?
How dare you, Twitch? You made me get out my book.
I'm fine with this as long as the centipede gets turned into a potted plant. That's what I'm hoping for.
Aww.
So
Or a
now,
That would be great.
So now the wild magic sorcery table is often centered on a specific person. So if we get a result that needs to be targeted on a person, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it to a random person in the combat. So it could be the centipede, it could be one of you.
20 for a DM
That makes
help.
sense.
The rest to rerolls.
If we get a potted plant, we should give it to
Also-
Ethune.
Yeah, also, holy shit. Literal Crow, thank you so much for the 50 euros.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's huge. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you, sweetie.
That's
Immediately so I was like, shush.
I'm pretty sure Literal Crow is donating to protect us from the wild magic.
Yeah. A rivalry has formed.
Yeah.
Aw,
So thank you for the protection.
It took me a little bit to find the wild magic surge because I've got like multiple hands doing multiple things, but let's see what we get. All right, we have a 53, which is you are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5d6 days.
No.
If this goes to the centipede, I'm going to be very upset. All right, so there are currently 5 characters. That's an inconvenient amount. I'm just rolling a d10 and then dividing by 2. All right, so Stiggs, you suddenly feel as if you could have enough alcohol to kill a horse and still be fine. And how are we going to test this? I don't know.
But we will.
But we absolutely will.
Now, did we get another wild magic while we were doing this, or should we set it back down to 0?
I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, back
Set
to
it
0,
0?
I think. Yeah.
All right. So I'll keep that page open just in case we want to do more wild magic.
So we challenge the wizards to a drinking game, right? That's how this ends.
Yeah.
If it can become relevant, it must be. So this happens not just like so there's something about this tower that's gone utterly wrong. You realize in this moment, there's a flash of light that echoes from upstairs and shoots down through the spiral staircase and zooms out of the staircase and just slams into Stiggs. And afterwards, Stiggs, you actually feel better than you did before, strangely. But yeah, there's clearly something weird going on upstairs.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So
Sticks definitely checks to make sure all his limbs are intact after that. I'm okay.
you're probably making it up again.
Seems to be a habit.
So, Glitterbug, it's your turn now.
There's one more bug left.
Yes, there's one more bug left.
Cool. I will try and hit it with, I don't know, my mace. Let's go for a mace attack.
Okay. Go ahead and see what you get.
I get 17.
All
To
right,
hit?
that's a hit. You can roll damage as well.
Cool. In which case, I just opened the wrong tab. It's 1d6. 6.
Nice.
All right, so you finish off this final giant centipede.
Woo!
And you can all breathe a bit easier, though in the immediate aftermath, you're all just sort of waiting tensely, looking around. No bugs for long enough, and you think it's safe again.
Well,
Sticks, you got really hurt, right?
Yeah, Sticks is not looking great.
I'm gonna put a cure wounds in you, and because we're out of combat and I'm a health cleric, you get full healing.
nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
That will be D8 plus 3, so that's 11. So that should bring you back to full.
Wow.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
And
That's why I was
think-
hoping you could last.
So, especially since this is your homebrew thing here, what does a Hearth Cleric's healing look like when you cast that?
It's sort of like a soft fireplace glow. Like there's like a warmth with it.
Cool. So, Stiggs, you are filled with a homey, hearthy warmth, and I think with that, this is a good stopping point for us to take our break, and we're going to be doing some giveaways, and then after that, we'll be back and finish up the adventure.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are. Thank you all so much for a wonderful first half. Wow, like I haven't seen a level 1 adventure played in a long time, I have to say. And this is probably like one of the most dynamic and interesting level 1 adventures I've ever had the pleasure to listen to. So already big kudos to that. And thank you all so much for, for showing us how fun level 1 can be, because I think sometimes you tend to forget when you've been playing for a long time, you know?
I think especially for experienced players, it can be a lot of fun because, there's so much more danger when you're level 1 because you could just die at any time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So thank you so much for that. If you hear whirring in my background now, that's because I've just hauled my AC out of storage and into my room because it is so warm in here. I'm going to let you guys go into break, and I'm going to announce the giveaway. So we will see you guys very soon. Thank you.
Great.
Let me mute myself for you guys. There we go. Hello! It is me! It's so warm in here. Why am I still wearing a vest? Look at them shoulders. Okay. Hi! I just went on a grocery run. I got coffee. You'll be happy to know because I could feel my brain shutting off. Which means that I haven't put the giveaway in yet because I just got home. But hey, no one died as I was away, which is a lesson for me to learn. But hey, if you want people to win this wonderful giveaway of a words are difficult of the Underground Oracle Publishing Quarterly Bundle, which is I think dozens of pages of TTRPG or a D&D supplement that you can win, which is, I've looked at it and honestly I'm so hyped I want to win it too, but I'm not participating in giveaways sadly. But you do want to participate, you want to win. I mean, it's free, it's a free prize, like what's not to love? You'll also get the Purple Ether LLC bundle in it, which includes their adventure that they're bringing out very soon, and their chase supplement, which is called After Them. I'm going to log the word in now. The keyword for today's game is gonna be pig. So P-I-G, pig. If you type that into chat right now, you become eligible to win our wonderful giveaway of the Underground Oracle Bundle. Yes, pig. We love pigs. It is not case sensitive, so you can type it in however you want, and I also turned spam protection off, so you can type it however much you want. So remember, don't type bacon, type pig. Yes, absolutely. Because, if you've got an adventurer who's trying to ride a pig and they get denied, then we gotta make it the giveaway. We gotta. And thank you all so much for your generous donations as I was gone. I caught most of them, luckily, as I was coming back, and they were all brought into the game, so rest assured, your money will not only go to these wonderful charities that we're supporting this week, but it will also go towards altering the game. For every 10 euros, our GM will be implementing a wild magic surge into the game at his leisure, which is going to be very interesting if we get multiple of those. We don't want a repeat of Monday, but, you can do that if you like. I hope you've been having a wonderful time with this adventure so far. I'm going to send you over to our break screen, where you'll listen to some music, and you'll see some videos of the charities that we support. And, yeah, I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna wash off some of the sweat of my forehead of just, being outside right now. And we'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes.
There are a number of misconceptions surrounding mental health. There's an enormous stigma. Britain is a country, perhaps more than any other, where you might say that the national emotion is embarrassment. And nowhere is that clearer than when it comes to issues of mental health. We're addressing a real crisis. 1 in 4 people in any given year suffer from a mental health condition. The greatest cause of death amongst men under the age of 35 is suicide.
My first overdose was in 2003, December. I felt I had no future.
Oh, cool.
I couldn't hold down work. I genuinely believed that.
So,
around me
do we have
all
another
had
wild
to pull
magic
them
surge, or we
would
just
be
not set
better
that to
off
0?
if I wasn't there.
Bipolar changed my personality by making me the person that I didn't ever want to be. I was very, very low. My self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth went.
I'm gonna say something at the beginning of like the next.
Isolated, and I felt like I couldn't talk to friends and family because I couldn't really express what was going on. I knew there was something wrong, but I couldn't put it into words how I felt.
When I was in hospital, physical restraint would happen quite regularly to me. I spent most of the 90s, which was my 20s, in and out of hospital with 5 really serious admissions. It was just an unimaginably fearful experience, and I felt quite scared, isolated, not many people to turn to.
Someone mentioned mind to me. I went down one evening and I was fortunate that one of the staff there was able to spend some time with me. He just reassured me that what I was living through was perfectly normal. I began to develop relationships and friendships with people who I could actually speak openly with about my mental illness. People who, as I put it, they got it.
My first experience of mind was through a recovery centre in Hackney called IRE Mind. Just went there and it was fantastic staff, discussion groups, art, empathy, compassion is at the forefront of their organisation.
They really do help people, and they care as well, and it's very, very obvious that they're there because they want to help people, not just because it's their job.
There's something really extraordinary about the Mind Network and the work we do with people with lived experience of mental health problems. Sometimes people come to us because they need our help and support, but as they receive that help and support, they often then become part of our movement for change.
I got in touch with the media team and they asked me if I would like to be involved in a couple of the projects.
Over the last couple of years we've been campaigning on the issue of restraint, which is when somebody's being held down against their will. Gary was very involved in the campaign from the start, and he really helped to bring the campaign to life by sharing his very traumatic experiences so that people could understand what it feels like to be restrained.
Just sharing that lived experience, which is so important. A lot of the experiences, once you talk about them, I'm sure it does take away a lot of the fear and normalises it a bit.
Because Solent Mind have helped me, I want to give back and help others because of the fantastic work they did with me. They started coming up with different ideas that I could do, and one of them was to start going into colleges. My name's Avi and I'm from the mental health charity Solent Mind, and we raise awareness and understanding of mental health in a project that I run called Heads Up, which is for young people, and just to get an understanding of what mental health is and how important it is to talk about mental health.
I thought, you know what, I'm going to raise some money for Mind because I'd never forgotten the impact that Mind had had on my life. I'm now currently approaching the end of 12 months of fundraising for Mind.
It was the most amazing experience of my life, running the Virgin Money London Marathon for Mind. The crowds were absolutely fantastic. Mind constantly say that no one should live with a mental illness alone, and that's my mission, to help them to achieve that and help others in the same way that they helped me those years.
We are Mind, and we are working together to make a huge difference for now and the future.
Now is the time for solidarity in the face of this threat to all of humanity. I implore leaders to stand together and heed this appeal.
WHO supports countries respond to COVID-19. Sending supplies and protective personal equipment to over 150 countries. Helping establish treatment centres and strengthening laboratory, treatment and biomedical capacity. Providing diagnostics and biomedical equipment. Issuing over 100 technical guidance documents to provide real-time information and best practices. WHO coordinates COVID-19 response. Working with world leaders to keep everyone safe. Deploying emergency medical teams to help design fit-for-purpose strategies. Building the Partners Platform and identifying gaps to ensure an appropriate COVID-19 response. Working with multiple agencies, NGOs, member states and the private sector. WHO accelerates COVID-19 research and development. Convening the ACT Accelerator for coordinated research for treatment and vaccines. Engaging in solidarity trials for therapeutics and vaccine research with over 5,000 people in over 100 countries. Establishing the CTAP Access Pool, sharing research knowledge and working for accessible intellectual property for existing and new COVID-19 tools. WHO fights COVID misinformation. Raising awareness and stopping the spread of COVID-19 misleading or false information and messages that promote harmful practices. Holding technical webinars for experts. Offering multilingual COVID-19 online courses through Open WHO and the WHO Academy app. Help by donating to the COVID-19 Response Fund.
In 1989, about 25% of the people executed in the United States were executed in the state of Alabama. We had dozens of people on death row who did not have legal representation. There were no institutions providing legal services to condemn people. If you don't have a right to counsel and you don't have any money and you're on death row, you're going to be executed.
It's stunning that a country that's so dedicated to incarceration as a solution for its problems knows so little
Hello,
about
everyone.
who we lock up, why. And
I forgot to transition, but you could already hear me. Hello, everyone. We are back after our break, and this is your 10-second call to type the word PIG, P-I-G, into the chat to win our chat giveaway. Oh, Home Bakery, thank you so much for the €10 donation. I guess that's a wild magic roll when we come back. I can already see all the players very much looking forward to it. I'm just excluding all our bots and all the people that have already won giveaways from the giveaway so we don't accidentally double up, but this is your 10-second warning. And I am going to roll those dice, and we'll see who won the wonderful Purple Ether and Underground Oracle Supplement giveaway. And let's go. Novelists, congratulations! You have won this wonderful D&D supplement. We know how to reach you, so don't worry. It'll make its way to you in due time. And congratulations, Muchly, for the win. I will write you down on our list of winners. And I hope you enjoy your content once it finds itself in your way. It hastily changes all contact details. Novelist, I know where you live. I can drive to your house right now. Alright. And I am going to switch you back to our wonderful players so that they can continue with their lovely game without any further ado. The stage is yours. Enjoy.
So, we last left off with Dover healing Stiggs with some hearth magic after a fight with some giant centipedes, and you are still in the second floor library / study area of the tower, and the staircase leading upward has a big pile of dead centipedes in it. What would you like to do?
So, I'm assuming that means that Ethune is upstairs, considering whatever just happened to you, Stiggs.
I'm still not sure, but it's weird. I had a little bit of a hangover coming in here, and now I'm fine.
It was probably a positive thing.
Feels like it.
You seem to be intact, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. Just don't turn into an owlbear and everything will be fine.
Speaking of which, we have another wild magic surge. Let's do it.
Speaking of which, you turn into an owlbear.
All right, this one is a 13. Let me consult my table here. All right, so, oh boy.
No one tell Crow that this is my fault.
So, we're gonna roll a 1d4 and see who this affects. So this is going to be centered on what is this is going to be centered on Glitterbug, and so yeah, you cast Confusion centered on yourself. So another shot of energy comes down this staircase, and let's see. I actually haven't used the Confusion spell in a little while, so I'm going to look it up here.
I think we have to do a wisdom save.
And it's an area of effect, right? So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so anybody within 10 feet of Glitterbug, we aren't using a grid or anything here, so why don't we just roll some luck rolls here for those of you, just to see if you're within 10 feet of Glitterbug. So Glitterbug, you're obviously in that area, but everybody else, just roll a D100, and if it's over 50, you're outside of the radius.
Cool. 85.
51.
Okay, wow, that's cutting it close. All right.
You said under a 50?
Yeah.
So if it's over 50, you are outside the radius. If it's under, then you're inside the radius.
32.
32. Okay, so this is going to affect Glitterbug and Stiggs. So both of you need to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh. Ooh, I have advantage on wisdom because of my gnome cunning.
Excellent.
Good too, because I just rolled a 2, so... Oh, well, 4.
Use your rerolls, children. You have like 20 of them.
Oh yeah, of course.
We do have a lot of rerolls.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1, but I'm also a halfling, so...
Nice. You can use your halfling luck ability then on this.
And I shall use a reroll because I got a 4.
Okay, yeah, let's see what you get with your reroll.
And let's see. Oh, well, that's slightly better. It's a 12 plus 4, so that's 16.
Okay. So you both succeed. Oh wait, no. Did we get a reroll yet from Stiggs?
I have 15 minus 1, so that's a 14.
14. This is that succeeds. I'm gonna pretend that there's a caster who's casting these, and their DC is gonna be 14. We'll make that canon at this point. You feel confused for a brief moment, each of you. You see this light just spring out, enter Glitterbug, and your eyes go hazy for a moment, but you shake it off, and you're back to normal. So what would you like to do next?
I think with haste, we need to go upstairs so less of this keeps happening.
That was significantly less fun, and Tobin just starts marching up the stairs.
All right. So, Tobin, as you walk into the stairwell, you come into contact with a magical field of force that throws you back.
Oh, stinks.
And you take 2 damage, 2 force damage, and you have a better idea now of why all those centipedes are dead.
We didn't even think about the why. It was just like, oh, gross.
Stinker face plants into this magical field and falls flat on his behind.
Oh, are you? Hey, let me help you up.
Oh no, Sticks.
That explains the pile of bugs. Actually, ew, you've got quite a lot of them on you now. That's you're gross.
It's just kind of just himself off. That's probably the least embarrassing thing that's happened to him today.
The apprentice helps you to your feet, and she says, I should have known they would have put another trap here. Geez, how many traps do they need for one tower?
Maybe this is why she hasn't come out. She can't.
Or just
the traps can't be done.
Back in.
Yeah, can't bother to undo all of the traps. So she's like, I live here now.
That's a mood, to be fair.
Yeah.
Does anyone know anything about magical force fields? And
I'm
how
gonna
to do anything with them?
I don't, but I can try pushing on it.
If you want to experiment with it a little bit instead of just walking face first into it, you can do that and roll an Arcana roll to see what you can figure out.
I will do that. I'm not good at Arcana, but I will do that. So that will be a 2.
Okay. You're pretty certain that it's probably disabled by this point. You could probably just walk through.
Okay, I'm gonna walk through.
Oh, it looks like we got another wild magic surge. I think I'll probably save that for the next combat encounter. Because I think those will be more fun next time there's some combat.
Cool. So Dover walked into the thing again.
Yeah, oh wait, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I did. You said it was fine. So
yeah, I did. I'm just a liar, man. I'm terrible.
Why would the DM lie?
Exactly.
Right. So
I rolled a 2. I know everything.
After your expert assessment of this force field, you walk bravely into it and take 4 force damage as you are thrown back.
I thought you were gonna have a look at it.
I did. I thought it was done, like a one and done.
Oh.
Well, they say third time's the charm. So whose turn is it now?
Well,
the point to the apprentice.
She just looks at you and she says, I don't even need to be here. I don't even know why you're here.
Well, but you're so helpful and lovely and is that a new outfit?
Give me a flattery roll, maybe with disadvantage. We'll call it persuasion.
We'll call it that. Ooh, nice. That's a unnatural 20.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Go walk into it.
So she says, it is a new outfit, but we've never met before, so how would you know?
You're radiating in it, and you just look so confident, and I assumed that it must be because of your delightful outfit. Do you want to have a look at this force field for us?
she says, "Oh, fine, I'll take a look at it." She's blushing a little bit as she goes up and inspects the force field. So let's see what she can do here. She got a nat 20. So
Where we
she
take
says,
the bookworm.
I was just looking at that book downstairs of different security measures, and I happened to read about this exact feature that they've put here. This can be disabled with a passcode, but I can't tell just from looking at it what that passcode is.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh. Well, maybe
Where
that's
do you type in the
somewhere in
password?
here.
Wait, sorry, what? A couple of people were talking. Maybe Stiggs, what were you saying?
Tobin for Stig says maybe it's somewhere in this room. Maybe they wrote it down somewhere.
That's not good security, but it sort of fits for them.
Bug, you had to look around. Did you find anything?
I mean, I found these summoning circles, but unless you want to somehow reverse it so we just pop out of them at the other end.
Can we do that? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
You do know that a summoning circle like that requires some magical expertise that you don't have to implement, and also some magical materials.
Damn. Well, I mean, does this work? Like, do we just have to say the word at the force field? Is that how it?
Yeah, I think so. Just if anyone speaks the passcode, then we can just walk upstairs.
Pig, Argenta, caterpillar.
So when you say Argenta, the force field disappears.
I did it!
You brute forced it.
The apprentice says, "They did it. They used my pig's name. Why? Oh my gosh, I'll never understand these people."
Clearly, the pig is more powerful than any of us realizes.
Yeah.
The pig is just a
true protagonist.
Polymorph. Yeah, it's like a polymorph archmage.
It's actually Ethune.
yeah.
Little editorial note: I've run this scenario several times. That's the fastest anyone's gotten it. All right, so you are now free to head up the stairs, unless you're very afraid of dead centipedes, in which case you might have some sort of hang-up stepping over their bodies.
Tobin first steps right over.
Okay. So,
you're kind of covered in them, so.
So you lead the way up the stairwell here, and you eventually reach the top of the tower, and you can hear maybe people on Twitch can hear the drilling on the other side of the wall. Hopefully not. But you can also hear like a deep, like pulsing hum sound, like thum, thum, thum. And there's as you go up, why don't you give me a perception roll, Stiggs?
All right, so
You get a -1 on these?
Yes, I do. You know what? We're gonna re-roll that because that's a 4.
Oh, okay.
You mean you don't want to blindly walk into everything?
Again.
Well, somehow that keeps happening anyway, but that's an 11 -1, so that's a 10.
All right.
Okay.
So, beyond that humming, you can't really hear anything else that's going on up there, but you can see that there is some sort of red light emanating from the top of the stairwell. There's an open door at the top that looks like it's been left ajar.
This is the light that we saw from outside, right?
Yes. From the highest windows of the tower.
All right, doesn't look any better up close.
What do you see, Stiggs? Is it all clear?
I'd like to say yes.
But
I'm really not sure. It looks clear, but I'm not the greatest judge of these things.
I'm sure it'll be fine, right?
I'm gonna head up.
Yeah, we trust you, Stiggs.
Okay. So
me too.
You head up these stairs and you eventually emerge in into a summoning chamber. The spiral staircase comes to an end and you find yourselves in a magical chamber. There are no windows like at I don't know, head level in this part of the tower, but there are some very high windows, sort of like skylights near the top, and that's where that red light it was emanating out of that you saw earlier. Now you see the source of that light. There are massive magical torches that are glowing with an angry red light. And at the center of the room, there is a magical drawing of the seven-pointed star and several large blue crystals set along this edge. Glitterbug, you would know that the seven-pointed star is situated within the magical circles that you observed drawn in that diagram that you saw below. The crystals are what is making that deep humming sound. They seem to pulse with some sort of sinister energy. And but these are all details that are secondary. The things that you notice immediately are the bodies of 3 dead humans on the ground and a massive lizard asleep in the center of the circle.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't
Can
think
I-
this was for food delivery, guys.
Hi, Mr. Lizard.
Do you want to address the lizard?
Yeah, I can talk to lizards.
Oh, cool.
As a furbolg, I can't understand them, but I can talk to them.
All right. So the lizard wakes as you talk to it, and it stands up on 2 legs. It's got 2 legs and 2 like little arms that look extremely dangerous if it gets close enough, and it's got just like a giant maw that is covered in somebody's blood. Who knows? And
Maybe it's just ketchup.
as it stands up, it starts hacking and coughing, and you see a bright silvery mist coming out of its mouth.
Are you okay? Are you ill?
Let's see. So it can understand you, but it can't reply in kind. So let's why don't you do an animal handling roll? I would say, well, so normally this would be at disadvantage, but since you can be very easily understood by it, we'll just cancel that out, make it a normal roll.
Okay. Oh, that's good. 16 plus 3 is at 19.
All right. So when you ask what's wrong with it, the creature groans and opens its mouth, and you can see that there's more of that silvery dust in its throat. Can you give me a perception roll, Dover?
Okay. Come on, dice. That is a 15.
15. All right. So you can see that there is a large crystal stuck sideways in this creature's throat, partway down.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no.
Did he eat the crystal we came for?
Yeah, you can't eat that. That's not edible.
It coughs at you.
How big is this?
I mean, I guess you know that. We could try to take it out.
How big is it? Like the creature?
The creature stands about like we'll say like 12 feet tall. So it's massive. And it's got
taller than me.
I don't think we can do a Heimlich maneuver on it.
if you would like to, the beast isn't currently aggressive towards you, so you could try to somehow dislodge the crystal from it without angering it.
I would like to try.
Kind of like if you. Is there a way to do it the opposite that you do when you like try to give a dog a pill with cheese, where you stroke the throat? Like, is there a way to do the opposite of that so that it would cough it out?
You can try that. So what this will require is for one person to be calming it, and then somebody else to be removing the crystal, either by reaching in or by, like you were saying, maybe massaging the throat in a way to get it to cough it up.
Shall
Okay.
Team Clerics maybe try and calm it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good with animals.
I can't reach in because I probably would have to crawl in to be able to reach the crystal. So
yeah, well, I can put you on my shoulders so it's easier for you to help calm.
And I am actually shorter than our gnome, so probably shouldn't be me reaching in there. I mean, I could try to like get in there. I mean,
you could fit inside this thing's mouth, probably.
He looks like he could swallow me whole. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we could put a rope around you.
If you'd like to, yeah, you can tie a rope around Stiggs and then have him crawl into the creature's mouth.
I mean, I'm not very strong. I don't think I could be much of a ballast for you to like pull you back out again. But I'm pretty dexterous, so I could probably like wriggle you into the right position.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to explain to the lizard what our plan is so that he is not surprised by.
We're just trying to help, buddy.
This.
By not surprised by a halfling trying to crawl down his throat.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, in that case, why don't you roll the handle animal check to try to calm the beast by explaining the plan to it, and then so Stiggs is entering. He's got a rope around his waist, and he's going to try to remove the crystal. So, Stiggs, you're going to have to attempt your choice of an athletics check to just yank it out, or a medicine check to just like soothe it out somehow. If you use athletics, however, that's going to give disadvantage to the people calming the creature.
And my athletics is actually better than my medicine.
I would say probably it's fine because there's two of us calming it, so it will just cancel out.
Good point. Because if this goes wrong, I get eaten, and that's not ideal.
Could I potentially help Stiggs with my medicine knowledge?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to? How do you envision helping in this situation?
Just trying to explain to him how to do it, where it won't just pull everything.
Okay, cool. So Eddie's going to be giving Stiggs instructions as he goes into this creature's mouth, and then the other two of you are going to be calming the creature throughout the process. So this is not an easy undertaking. So you will need to get a so each round you will need to calm the beast with a 15 or higher animal handling roll, and then a 15 or higher medicine roll will remove the crystal. Now you can fail one and succeed on the other, but if you fail at some point to keep the creature calm, it could get ugly very fast. And I think to make this more interesting, we're going to have a wild magic occur while you are removing the crystal. The crystal is the source of this weird magic that is going on. So when Stiggs goes out to grab it, it's just going to trigger that wild magic surge. And chat, if you want to donate a bunch of wild magic surges at this point, it's probably a good time. Just to add an extra layer of complication here, but we've got one already. So, with that in mind, let's have our calmer team roll their animal handling roll.
That's going to be a straight roll, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16 plus 3.
All right. So you managed to keep it calm for now. And then Stiggs, you get to roll a medicine roll with advantage since you're being aided in this objective here.
Sticks.
And Stiggs is just whispering to himself, "Please don't eat me." Right. Not gonna do
Peter,
it.
you just got raided by 72 people, so you might want to explain the whole wild magic thing again.
Oh, hey. We're welcome, Raiders. So currently, our group of characters is trying to remove a magical crystal from the throat of a dinosaur, and they one of them is crawling into its mouth to do so. So if we get wild magic donations, then I'm gonna roll that many wild magic surges. I think maybe I'll cap it at 10, or that's a lot. Maybe we'll cap it at 5.
You can also help out in other ways. If you donate €5, you can give our adventurers a reroll of a d20 or another dice. If you donate €10 to our charities, you can get one of those wild magic surges. And if you donate €20, you can give the players a DM Ex Machina help out of trouble. So that might actually come in very handy with all these wild magic surges.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, I'm Laura. I'm hosting, but I'm not playing, so I'm just here to tell you that. And we just got, we're up to a total of 3 wild magic surges already.
Oh, okay. We got
Good roll.
All right, so
I got a 12. I want to re-roll that though.
all right, yeah, you can. So I am gonna say you only have one. You can only use one reroll here, so make it a good reroll.
Damn it! 14. So -1 is 13.
14. All right, so I'm gonna use. We've got, I think, 3 wild magic surges right now. I'm gonna use 2 of them, and then the next round, so as far as the beast is concerned, he's still, willing to participate because you've managed to keep him calm. So it's not going to go south yet, unless, of course, wild magic throws a wrench in that plan. So let's see. We'll use 2 wild magic surges.
Oh boy.
All right, the first one is a 42.
Good number.
This is great. Okay, so one random participant here is going to turn into a potted plant.
No, we got the potted
Please
plant.
let it be Stiggs.
All
Please
right.
let it be Stiggs.
Or imagine the lizard and then the crystal just disappears.
I'm sorry, Glitterbug, but you are now a potted plant. Not again.
I'm gonna give you a little pat on the head.
You are incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage. And if you drop to 0 hit points or your pot breaks, your form reverts. So this isn't like a temporary thing. This isn't just like one round. You are just a potted plant for the time being. All right.
Amazing.
That's going to make future calming rolls difficult.
Can I choose what kind of plant I am?
Yeah, sure. What kind of potted plant would you like to be?
I would like to be a big ass sunflower.
Okay,
Aww.
so in the place of Glitterbug, there is now just a giant sunflower. Which is actually calming by itself, right? That's nice. A nice addition to this otherwise pretty gruesome room, honestly. It needed a touch of nature in here. All right, the second, I'm gonna set our wild magic surge down to 1 there. So, the second one, I'm not even gonna tell you the number for the purposes of drama. All right. Oh, okay. So this is gonna be slightly different. Okay, so Dover, you recover a spell slot.
Oh, that's good.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
I'm glad
Okay.
you're having a good time, Dover.
I'm making a friend with a giant lizard. I have a new potted plant.
All right,
And
so
Stiggs doesn't see any of this.
yeah, Stig,
Yeah.
you're just sort of deep in there. You don't know that one of your friends is a plant at the moment. So round 2, we've got 2 people in a plant outside of the creature and 1 person inside. So I guess what do you each want to do on this second round here?
Let's see.
keeping in mind that if you break the pot, that you can return Glitterbug to gnome.
Would we know to do that though?
That's a good question. I guess here's what I'll do. Everyone who isn't a plant can roll a free Arcana roll right now, and if someone
If you
beats a
insist.
15, then you'll know.
I got a 2.
I got an 11.
And Stig got
I'm totally fine to be a plant, to be honest.
I'm gonna.
Stig got a 15.
Oh, but you don't even know she's a plant.
Oh, yeah, I can't see any of that. So.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna use the sunflower to try and calm the lizard.
Okay.
And I'll pick up the pot and just be like, look at this, yeah.
All right, nice. So you will try to help calm the lizard that way, and then Stiggs, are you going to continue trying to pull the thing out?
Yeah. Am I using medicine again, or am I?
It's up to you. You can switch to athletics, but it would impose disadvantage on the calming.
Stiggs is gonna call back. Should I just rip it out?
Yeah, just get it out.
Yeah, we need to do this quickly. Can I help you?
Glitterbug's the plant.
Yeah, if you want to continue helping from the outside, you could do that, or you could
Don't
try
worry
to climb
about
in
it.
there.
Yeah, I was just thinking, not being as small as a halfling, I can just get my arm in next to him to try and help.
Okay, cool. So you're going to reach in and try to help him out in that way. And we did get a couple more wild magic surges, so we can do another 2 on this round. So let's get that calming roll first from Dover.
Okay.
Is this at disadvantage?
This is not a disadvantage because
Okay.
Dover is able to speak directly to the creature, which is a pretty huge advantage in this case. But there are other circumstances that make it very difficult, so it's just sort of evens out.
17.
17. All right, you managed to keep it calm for another round. That's good. And then Stiggs, you have advantage on your roll here to try to remove it because Eddie is helping you by reaching in and trying to help you just maneuver the thing out of there.
Right, and I have a +4 to this one.
Nice.
Right, so we are going to. Well, actually, I'm a halfling, so I re-roll 1. It's fine.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that is a 18 + 4, so 22.
22. All right, so that's a success on both categories here, but we still have the wild magic surges. I'm going to use 2 of them here. I'm making note of that in our sheet here, and then let's see what we get. Okay. All right.
Make me blue. Make me blue.
That. Okay. Wow. All right. So a couple things.
Good. Wow.
So as you yank this crystal out of the creature's mouth, a couple bolts of light shoot all around, and let's see who these affect here. So Eddie, your vision improves in some sort of subtle but recognizable way. You're not sure exactly what that means for now, but there you go.
Nice.
And then Dover, your skin hardens on your body, and you have resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Wow. That's neat. It's not blue, but it's neat. I'm gonna sort of poke.
All right. So those are our wild magic surges. You guys yank this crystal out of the creature's mouth, and it's free. And now you just have a potted plant, a magical crystal, and a dinosaur that is now grateful to you for removing the part the thing that was causing it so much distress.
We're going up the tower. Do you want to come with us?
So this is actually the highest floor of the tower.
We did it.
You've found the crystal that you came here for, and
Are you the person who runs the tower?
Ethune?
Yeah, is this the lizard Ethune?
the lizard burps, and give me a perception roll.
Did you hear Thune? You a naughty lizard. Oh, natural 20.
Yeah.
You get a distinct smell of dead person from within from that burp.
Oh
no! And
you know my life.
Now that its throat is unobstructed, the dinosaur heads over to one of the nearby corpses and starts munching.
Oh. I mean, I guess it's not your fault. You're just a dinosaur.
Wait, what's not its fault?
Oh, I think it ate Ethune.
It ate the wizard?
I mean, we got the crystal, which is what we're here for, and
the apprentice looks around the room, sees the dead bodies, and she's like, well, none of those are Ethune, and I know Ethune was up here.
I guess you get a promotion? By proxy?
She thinks about that for a moment. She's like, I guess this is my tower now.
And
yeah.
Your pet lizard.
It's free. No, Mr. Lizard's coming with us.
I don't know if that's going to fit down the stairs.
I don't know if we want to take a 12-foot lizard that eats people around other people.
But if we feed it other things.
Like what?
I have some rations.
I don't think it wants your dusty biscuit. I think you need to give it fresh meat.
It is quite happy with the fresh meat that it's munching on right now.
Well, we'll take one of these to go, and we'll
just
try
take
and
a
find
corpse
something
to
later.
go. We'll just take a corpse. Are you gonna carry it? Are you gonna carry the corpse?
We need to bury them. We can't just let this creature eat them. I mean, I didn't like them that much, but don't they deserve a nice burial?
Well, I mean,
it's eco-friendly to let the dinosaur eat them.
That is true.
I have a request. Could I use a help action to grow a mouth?
I totally forgot you were a fan.
That's horrifying.
I don't know if you. So, all right. Here's what we'll do. You're a plant. There's not a lot plants can do by default, but why don't you give me? Let's see. I don't even know what kind of roll this should be.
Or I have like thaumaturgy if I can like change colors or something.
Okay, why don't you give me an Arcana check, and if you succeed, then you can cast thaumaturgy in flower form.
A non-natural 20.
Okay, so yeah, you cast thaumaturgy. Then, what color do you want to change the sunflower to?
Could I do like quick flashes of different colors to kind of like draw attention to myself? Like, hello, I'm still a plant.
Yes, and this definitely does draw attention. The dinosaur looks up at you strangely and cocks its head to the side. And Rashida, the apprentice, whose name you haven't learned yet, that I accidentally said. She says, "Oh yeah, what do we do with that?"
Oh, Glitterbug! I forgot. The giant lizard and dead people was distracting.
Toberford finally sees the huge sunflower.
I don't know anything about magic. Is this something we can fix?
the apprentice looks at the crystal and says, "Well, the crystal caused this problem in the first place. Maybe we can use that to fix it."
Sure.
Tobin holds the. Yeah, Stiggs holds the crystal above his head and waits.
Okay.
I'm sure this is how this works.
Throw it.
What caused it to go off last time it happened?
It was pulled from the lizard's mouth.
Well, I don't think we want to put it back in.
No.
Put it in your mouth?
Her mouth isn't quite big enough. It's like it's a sizable crystal.
I know where this thing has been, so probably not.
I mean,
What if you just
were
focus
there.
on the crystal really hard?
All right. If you'd like to, you can attempt an Arcana roll to use the crystal to turn Glitterbug back into a gnome.
The power of
not?
friendship.
I got 13.
13. All right. We get another wild magic surge.
Working.
I feel like we should have an alarm for it, like boo boo.
All right. Let's see.
What if we try and do the same thing to the dinosaur and see if we can make it smaller?
All right. So all right. Let's see.
If it's smaller,
Stiggs,
it won't eat
do you have a beard already? Because if you don't, you do now.
Stiggs does not have a beard, but
You now
between
have
this,
a beard of feathers on your face.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Fun fact, this is actually the 4th feather beard of CLPB-week. I just wanted to let everyone know that this is the 4th one.
Awesome.
Yep.
Wait, so what do you think Stig's feather beard would look like?
I guess probably just like a bunch of like brown like hawk feathers. This is not entirely unwelcome.
It looks distinguished, perhaps. Okay, cool. So that did not work. The plant is still a plant. However, you did succeed in shifting it around a little bit, so now it's facing the other direction.
What if we tip the plant out? Maybe like the bugs underneath.
I'm inside.
And then and Tobinford kind of kicks the plant over.
I've done it nicely.
Yeah.
All right. So you tip over the plant, it spills out and turns back into a gnome again.
Whoa! Ah.
I may not know much, but I know my plants.
Mirror, see, there we go.
Are you okay?
You do smell nicer than you did before, though. There's just like a nice floral scent around you.
Nice.
Aww.
I spit out a couple petals as I get up.
All right, so you have succeeded in your quest here. We can call it a day, but if there's anything else you'd like to do with this dinosaur or in this tower,
Can we figure out how to send it home? It was
that
summoned
is a
from
possibility. If you'd like to, you can examine the magical circle, which you know was a part of the summoning process.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move the bodies into the summoning circle as well, just to keep it in there.
How about the one that the dinosaur is just like casually devouring right now?
No, maybe not that one because I want him to get grumpy. But
Okay.
the other ones.
So you move the other bodies into that circle, and there's that 7-pointed star in the middle. And now that you're looking at it a bit more closely, you can see that there are symbols at each of the 7 points, and the symbols you might recognize them. Did you bring that diagram with you?
Yeah, probably.
So in that case, you could roll Arcana with advantage to try to figure out how this thing works.
I'm just gonna make cat noises at the lizard to try and get it over here.
Give me an animal handling roll as well, then.
I got a 12.
A 12. All right. You now that you can see the thing actually in practice here, you can tell that this is not your ordinary summoning circle. It doesn't summon things through space. It summons things through time.
Oh.
And despite that, you're not sure how to reverse a summon.
Maybe you just redraw it backwards.
Turn the crystals the other way. The 7 crystals.
Yeah, just turn it off and on again.
All right, why don't so there were a couple of ideas, and also how did that handle animal roll go for you?
I rolled a 13, but I'd like to use a reroll, please.
Oh, okay, you can do that.
I'd like the kitty noises to work. Never mind. That was a lot less.
Okay, wait, what did you get this time?
I got a 7.
A 7. All right, the beast doesn't seem interested in going back to the circle again.
Okay, well, we could either try and figure this out, or we could see if any of these books have like a shrinking spell.
Possible.
And then you could take it with you, Dover, if you wanted.
Yeah, it could be like a mouser instead of a people.
The apprentice pipes up when you mention a shrinking spell and says, "You know what? I could probably do that. Let me see about that." And she heads downstairs and grabs a book from one of the shelves on the first floor, and then comes back up to meet everybody. And she's pouring through it, and she says, "Yeah, I mean, I've never cast this before, but I could try."
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
unnamed NPC.
Destined for great things. That's her name.
that's right. So she pours over this book for a little bit, and chat, if you want, we can have another wild magic surge if you are feeling generous enough when she attempts this. So she is going to. She's not cast the spell before, but she is going to do her darndest. Let's see.
And Stiggs is probably holding the crystal way too close to this casting.
Is there anything the rest of you want to do to help while this occurs?
I don't know if there's anything I can do to help.
Okay.
No, I might try and explain that we're going to try and shrink you to the like sell it. Positive thing.
Give me a persuasion roll.
That's all I'm doing. Just giving compliments to the apprentice. Because it seems to work in our favour.
She's been really receptive to flattery so far. So.
Yeah. I'm keeping that rolling.
So I got another 7. May I use a reroll, please?
Absolutely.
Oh, actually, I realize I have a cleric spell called Identify, which lets me figure out what a magic item is and how to use it.
Oh, that could be helpful.
So maybe I could use that on the crystal?
On the crystal of Ethune, or the crystals that are around the summoning circle?
Oh, that's a good point. Do we want to try and shrink it first, and then if it fails, I'll use the Identify on the summoning circle?
Yeah.
Cool.
Smart.
All right, cool. So you explain this. Wait, did I hear the result of your persuasion roll?
No, I got a 6.
A 6. All right. It doesn't seem that interested in this happening to it. But
I mean, I'll take that. Apathy is fine.
destined for greater things is gonna attempt a roll here. All right, she got a 20 on her Arcana roll. So she
Amazing.
She after looking at this spell book for a while, figures it out and then casts a shrinking spell on the creature to make it about the size of a normal human. But now it's angry.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No,
So,
it's okay.
So give me one more handle animal roll, and if this fails, then we might actually fight a miniature dinosaur.
Oh, no. I feel so bad. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 15.
15. All right. So it's getting upset, and instead of like a deep roar, it's like, "Meow." And you manage to convince it that this isn't the worst thing, and you safely lead this dinosaur out of the Tower of Ethune with the Crystal of Ethune mostly intact. And that is the end of our adventure.
We did it.
We have a
Pacifist run.
I can't believe we have a dinosaur
Whoa!
now.
You did it!
That was a blast.
I'm actually surprised.
I've had groups of players try to get the peaceful resolution to this before, and they have almost always just ended up angering the dinosaur and having to kill it.
Oh no!
You guys, you were really dedicated, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Dedicated to being nice to animals.
Other people who have played with me will know that I'm terrible for like combat, like hard combat games, because I'm like, oh, it's a cute monster. We should. That's ours. I
must
protect. I wanted this to befriend a mind flare before it's.
But Dover had the specific skill that helped us.
Yeah,
with it, so, you know.
I should really play more characters who are actually skilled at it.
So this game was actually perfect for you.
I love how wholesome level 1 games have ended up turning into. Like,
yeah,
you're like, we don't want to
die
die.
if we
We're really squishy, and we don't want anyone else to die. So
we're just gonna adopt every single NPC we meet, even if it's like an animal that has killed the person we needed. That's fine.
Yeah. Look, it means that the NPC that actually did, helped us and stuff, has got free real estate.
Well, thank you all so much for providing us with a wonderful time. You actually ended up bringing the donation goal down to 200 left from our next stretch goal, which is amazing. Like, you made, I think, a little over 200 euros on your one stream, which is insane. So congratulations on that.
Thanks, everyone who donated.
Job.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and you'll be leaving the next game with a bunch of rerolls. They'll be happy about that.
Yeah, we didn't use any of those.
Isn't the next game like a quiz show as well?
Yeah.
They're gonna need it.
No, that has its own stretch goals actually, or its own goals that I'm gonna have to put in now, which will be exciting. And wow, thank you so much, chat, for being amazing, and thank you so much, players and GM, for being even more amazing. I'm gonna give you some time to plug whatever you want, to talk about whatever you want, and then I'll quickly tell the chat where they can find you again during CLPB week if they want to see any of your beautiful faces again, because we've got some people who still have games coming up, and then we'll round it out. So, Blue, would you like to start?
Okay, hi, I'm Blue. I do cosplay and also lots of different TTRPG games. I'm in a couple of different campaigns. If you go onto my Twitter on Sanguis Blue, you'll see it in my bio, a couple of links to various games and stuff. And I am going to be back again tomorrow, slightly later, for the Lasers and Feelings games. So we're going super sci-fi.
That's mine!
Yeah,
Huzzah!
it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Definitely be tuning into that.
I'm contemplating. Here you go. Here's a thing to entice people. I'm contemplating trying to sort out a rig so that my UV light can be up and I can glow during the stream.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Oh, that would be amazing. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, definitely tune in, everyone. Like, just come. It'll be a great time. All right, Fruits.
I run at the _home bakery on Twitter. I've got a bunch of free homebrew stuff on there. I also have a Patreon where there's exclusive stuff. Next month there'll be votes on what's getting made. And then I also have Drag and Drop Magic Shop. The first one will be coming out next month as well.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. All right, thank you so much for playing. Iron Bear will also see you during Lasers and Feelings tomorrow, I think, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
And where can people find you in the meantime? What do you do?
I don't really have anything to plug. I run a couple of games with friends here and there, that sort of thing. It's all very casual. Nothing really professional yet. But if you guys wanted to hit me up for whatever reason, you could just at me on Twitter at Ironbird Jones, IronBurr Jones. Yeah, usually I try to keep it light.
Awesome. Very happy to have you. Thank you for being here. What happened to the prediction? Well, Novelist started it, and now I guess I have to choose the outcome. There was a prediction at the beginning of the game whether you guys would break the crystal. And the answers were like, yes, like instantly, or they would never. And you didn't. So I just picked the outcome because you didn't. So there you go. Sage, what do you do? What do you want to plug?
Well, actually, I just made Twitch affiliate last Friday.
Amazing!
Oh, awesome!
Thank you.
Congratulations!
I'll be amping up the streams and coming up with some emotes. If you go on my Twitter, there'll be a link to all the things. There's a Discord server, all that kind of stuff. I do things like solo RPG one-shots with the help from the chat, or we do like a radio call-in show, but on stream, so people can come talk about their campaigns.
Fun.
So yeah, just come hang out if you're free. I'll be around in chat for the rest of the week as well, helping out.
Yeah, we've got a couple people here also mod for us, which is amazing. Yeah, they keep the hyping and they keep the chat safe for everyone, which I greatly appreciate. That's a very important part of my channel as a whole, is to create a safe and nice environment for people to be in. And I'm very glad that we have so many people wanting to help out. Peter, when the lizard ate the wizard, I renamed the stream to the Tower of Lizard and Wizard. I hope that's okay. Or at least awesome. I did it on the screen. Do you have anything to plug? What do you do?
I do have things to plug. I am a busy person when it comes to games and RPGs. So I run Burning Tavern Games. We have a website, burningtaverngames.com, that you can check out. Thing that I'm excited about right now is we just wrapped up series 1 of our TTRPG history podcast. We do history, like parts of history as if they're a role-playing game. So I spend a whole bunch of time researching and making it as historically accurate as possible, and then the players come in and ruin it by making incredibly anachronistic decisions, and
I love it.
That's fun. The first series is about Rasputin and the assassination of Rasputin, and it's about his friends trying to stop him from being killed. Our next series is going to be about Salem witch trials. That's in production now.
Nice.
And then I also play a ton of D&D. If you or someone you know is ages 8 to 18, I do that through Rytopia Lab. I think that's rytopialab.org. If they want to play some D&D with me, I do like sort of classic D&D stuff, and that's a nonprofit. Right. And I also do games with adults. So check us out, Burning Tavern Games. The podcast is Let's Break History, and I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I'm not on Instagram. I don't too much.
Either.
Too much.
You need to focus your efforts.
But yeah, on all of those things, I'm just Burning Tavern. We also have a Facebook page. So follow. If you follow me, I'll be very grateful.
Yeah, you can follow all our wonderful players by clicking on those links I posted in chat right there. And also their Twitch channels, if they do have them, are also posted into chat right now. So you can go ahead and follow them over there. Once again, thank you all so much for providing us with a wonderful level 1 game and showing us all how wonderful level 1 can be to play. I had personally forgotten, and I really appreciated seeing how dynamic and how funny and how filled with pigs, apparently, the level 1 game can be. A little bit of a dystopian ending, it feels like. But you know what? That's pretty interesting. So thank you all so much. If you stick around, everyone, we will be not only hosting another giveaway, actually 2 more giveaways today in our following breaks for our next 2 games, but we also have a bit of a premiere. In just under an hour, we will be streaming the very first ever episode of Dragon's Duel Live, which is a Whose Line Is It Anyway meets D&D type of game organized by Hamilton, or DM Doesn't. They usually do it as a podcast, but we actually have, an exclusive of them doing it live with some of our players, which I think is very exciting. So catch that at 7:30 CET or 1:30 EST. After that, at 10 CET and 4 EST, we have a For the Queen game, which is an intrigue, royalty politics type of deal, but very improv, and all the players are new to it, so it'll probably be very beginner friendly, and I'm very much looking forward to it because the player chemistry there is just great. Nav and Joe, who are in it together, fell in love with each other at the table yesterday, so I'm very interested to see how that's gonna work out in their intrigue game. And we've got way more games that are very exciting coming up in the next few days, such as My Lasers and Feelings, where we'll have Blue and Iron Burr featured again. And we've got a Pathfinder game. We've got a sort of a Jumanji type of game tomorrow as well.
More dinosaurs. Woo!
Yeah, more dinosaurs! Got killer golf carts, sexy battle wizards. Got all kinds of stuff for the rest of the week. Keep an eye on our Twitter for a scheduling.
I'll be in that sexy battle wizards game.
Oh yeah, you will. How did I miss that? Oh, because I have a different name for you just about everywhere. Yes, Sexy Battle Wizards on Friday evening, 8 p.m. CET or 2 p.m. EST will feature Peter. It's a one-pager, which is pretty much exactly what it says on the tin, Sexy Battle Wizards. And I'm very much looking forward to see how that plays and how much hilarity we're going to get into with that one. So definitely just tune in for all of the rest of our streams. You won't regret it. And thank you all so much for being here today. I'm going to let my lovely players go so they can talk about the aftermath of their game. Thank you all so much for being here.
Adios.
Yay. And there they go. I missed them already. All right. Hey, thank you all so much for watching once again. It looks like I'm wearing the same color shirt as my hair, but that's not actually the truth. We have some amazing games lined up, and you guys, thank you so much for getting us so close to our second stretch goal, which is amazing. I thought maybe in total we'd get to our second stretch goal, and now on halfway through, not even halfway through, we're almost there already, and I only have you guys to thank, so thank you so much for that. I'm very excited to see the rest of today's games, and you will see our amazing players come in there. I'm very much looking forward to it. We are going to go on a little bit of a raid because our next game is 45 minutes away, so I can, send you guys towards some other entertainment, send some of our friends, our lurkers here. We are going to raid Diagnose Matt, who's currently playing Overwatch, I think, so something very different. But Matt is an amazing streamer, and he works so hard to do everything he does. I think he has 800 jobs in real life, and then he also streams and does mental health Mondays, and man, he's such a great guy, and he's setting up Among Us games with his mutuals on Twitter, so, get in there. Recently, I asked him if he wanted to be my friend, and he said yes, so we're friends now, He's definitely a rock star, and just join me on that raid. You'll get some extra channel points with which to redeem the yeet sound. That's a bonus. And I'll see you guys in 45 minutes when we play Dragon's Duel live for the very first time ever. I hope I'll see a lot of you then, and you can win a Loot Tables Slim Dice Vault. Don't underestimate how cool that is. We're gonna raid. Have a good day. See you soon, hopefully.